Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, ignore that. I just came back from a running club. You won't believe what running club I just went to. Oh my gosh, guys. There was a Galentine's running club hosted by Renee No. If you know, you know. Okay, sorry, that was a really bad pun. Anyways, she hosted one in Gilbert and it was this morning and I did it with my friends and I. And it was very fun, guys. Right now, I'll show you a clip of what it was, but I'm not gonna show anyone's face just because you never know. I don't wanna put people on like YouTube without their consent. So here's what it looks like. But it was very fun, and then my friends and I grabbed lunch afterwards. So it's been a hectic morning, hence why my hair's in a slick back bun. But today's video, besides all of that, is going to be me ranking all of my running injuries. So we're gonna be using a ranking scale, a tier chart, and we're gonna just go along with this. So I'll tell you what each one stands for, and then we'll get into it. Okay, so here's a tier list. You can see all the rankings, and now I'm going to describe what each one means. The first one, it's green. Is this even an injury? So basically this is like, okay, something silly that I thought would be the death of me, but in reality it was nothing. I was fine, I could run through it. It doesn't hurt, it's just kind of there, or it's just random. Next, I can work around it. Basically, probably something muscular, not too bad. Like when you warm up, it goes away and it doesn't get worse with running, but it's kind of just like a little niggle. It's there and it's kind of annoying. It won't really go away, but it eventually does go away on its own. You just have to warm up properly and keep your eye on it. Next is just tape it and pray. Definitely some lingering pain going on and definitely worrisome, but it's not getting worse. However, you know, I just have to keep an eye on it and all I can do is push through, but literally just tape and pray and hope that it doesn't get worse. Next, why do I even run? Definitely more pain, had to take some time off. It was getting worse with training and made me question why I ran in the first place and why I pushed through the pain. Last, but definitely not least, goodbye running career. So this means that I had to take a lot of time off. The pain got worse and no matter how much I rested, it was still there. And I had to see a doctor for it. Had to miss the majority of the season and yeah. So that sums up the tier list, and now we're going to go through all of the injuries and see what falls where, you know, so that'll be fun. Okay, let's talk about the first injury I had, which was sophomore year during cross country, my first year of cross country. So that was like basically 2 years ago because last year was 2024. So that was 2023. I had left runner's knee. I don't know the fancy medical term for it, but that shit took me out. That took me like 2 or 3 months to fully heal. It was terrible. I could not run for a really, really long time. So I'm gonna have to put that in goodbye running career, as you can see on the side. Yeah, that was terrible. I don't even know why it took me so long to heal, and I had to go to PT for months, and it just always came back when I ran. And it even hurt to bike, so I literally could not do anything for a really long time. All right, the next injury on the list, and we're starting off pretty strong already. This injury actually happened at the same time as the knee injury. This was a right shin splint, but it was like worse than a shin splint. It wasn't a stress fracture, but I think it was tendinitis or something. I don't know, but that also took me like 2 to 3 months to heal. I'm not even joking. It was really painful. It hurt when I walked, it hurt when I ran, and I also could not run for like 2 to 3 months along with the knee injury that I had at the same time. So those really both hit me like a semi-truck, and I literally could not do anything. I was out for like the majority of the cross country season, and it was my first season too, so I ran like not even that many races. So once again, goodbye running career for that one. I know it's pretty up there. It's really bad, so there's that one. Okay, next up, this one is really random. One day I was running on the canal, and I think this was in one of my story times, I'm not sure. But I was running and I was 3 miles out, and I got a really, really bad bloody nose. It was so bad to the point that I had to stop running. Well, obviously, it was like there was blood everywhere. It was really bad. There was like this water fountain. I was like putting water, and it looked like a murder scene happened there. It was terrible. My dad was biking behind me, but like we didn't have any tissues or anything. That was absolutely terrible, and it was 90 degrees that day or something like that because it was summertime, Arizona. We got lucky enough that this people like ran to their apartment and gave us towels because they lived like right next to the trail that we were at. So they gave me some towels, and I was able to like do that and, you know, help myself. But I was really crying. I was sobbing. I felt terrible. I was dehydrated, and like I couldn't just run back. I was 3 miles out or something like that.
I'm okay. Sorry.
yeah, so I'm gonna put that in is this even an injury? Because like I literally thought I was gonna die from like a heat stroke or something, and I thought I was gonna like just bleed to death, but I was fine. Like it was just a really bad bloody nose. So all right, next, this is also very weird, but once I had a ganglion cyst on my foot.
Which bumbo clock dog I am? Cause this morning I wake up good enough. Give me a
Because I bought these new running shoes, and the little like tongue that goes over your feet, it was like tied too tight, so like it just hit against my foot really hard, or like just the overall pounding of running, and I got a ganglion cyst on my foot. And it was really weird. There was just this big lump on like the front part of my foot near my ankle, and I thought I was gonna die.
There. Are you okay?
I'm dying. Help me.
I literally thought it was a tumor at first. I was like, oh my god, what the hell is growing on my foot? So I went to the doctor, I went to like the physical therapist, and like there was no pain, but it was like tingling when I touched it. Like it was on a nerve, I think, but that really scared me. But I was able to run just fine. I didn't feel any pain, so it was just there, and then it just went away eventually. Like it just drained itself. Like I didn't want to hit it with a Bible because I didn't want it to leak into my bloodstream, you know? So we're gonna put that in the is this even an injury rank, because that was very weird. But I'm just glad it's gone now, because that definitely kind of messed up my running. Okay, so all of that was from sophomore territory, and now we're going over to junior territory, aka this year and last year. So the first injury that I got was like during cross country season. It wasn't really an injury, but it was just like a strained inner thigh. Okay, what am I talking about? That literally is an injury. Anyways, it just like hurt when I walked a certain way, or like when I ran, I didn't feel it, but it was a little worrisome, so it did take some time to heal, but I kind of just ran it off. Like as long as I stretched it out a lot and warmed up for an excessive amount of time, it felt fine. I just had to really make sure my inner thigh muscle was like loose enough to not feel pain. So I would put this like injury in the I can work around it rank. Okay, next, throbbing shins, chronic shin splints. This was happening to me throughout the entirety of cross country. More like in the middle of cross country season was when it was really bad. I just felt this chronic dull achiness around my shins, and they were so bumpy.
which bumbo clock dog I am? Cause this morning I wake up good enough. Give me a
And it was really annoying. I kept worrying about it, and I feel as if maybe it slowed me down a bit, especially at the end of the season, because my legs were so tired running like 35 miles a week. So I would probably put that in the just tape it and pray rank, because it wasn't like I didn't really have to take time off for it. I just had to like warm up really well, and I had to really focus on icing and stretching and doing that just to manage the chronic pain. Okay, I forgot to mention this one, but this was from sophomore track season. At the end of track season, during the track season, I had an amazing, phenomenal time. I was not injured and I was doing everything right. And then at the end of it, I made it to state. I was the last one to make it to state for the 3200, and my left shin just literally went out on me. It was in pain, it hurt when I jumped, and I was crying on the day of the race because I could not run it because I was in too much pain. So I really thought I had a stress fracture or something, but it was not a stress fracture. It was just, I don't even know what it was, just overuse of, it was a posterior shin splint, you know, but really bad. I would definitely put this in the why do I even run rank, because I literally worked so hard. And then of course I couldn't even run state when I barely made it to state for my first year of ever running. So yeah, during that time I really questioned why I ran. The last and the most recent and the worst one of all is right beginning of stress fracture on my right shin.
Played these games before! I said I played these games before!
And I'm still healing from it, apparently, because as you guys know, I've started running again, and guess what? The pain came back, because life sucks sometimes. It only hurts when I press it, but I literally cannot even go over like 15 miles a week, and then it freaking comes back out of nowhere like a train, even though I literally did not run for 4 weeks. It wasn't an actual fracture, like there was no break in the bone, but it was the beginning of it as the bone was swollen, and apparently I guess I need a little more time to heal, which is really annoying because track season is about to start. But I think I can still run. I just need to be a little more careful with how I get into things and just slowly, very slowly build up. So I would definitely put that in goodbye running career, because it's literally been since November of me dealing with this pain. And it's still there. It's still there, and it's February. So it just keeps coming back, and then it goes away, and then it comes back, and then it goes away. So it's really annoying. It's no matter what I do, it's just whatever. So definitely goodbye running career for that one. And I think that's like the longest I've been feeling a pain in one area for. Like all my other stuff took much quicker to heal, but it also wasn't as bad as this. So I don't know what's going on. Well, as you can see, a lot has happened in only 2 years of running. What the heck? What the heck? I'm not even gonna go there right now. I need to like calm down. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what injuries you've been through and let me know what helped you. It's part of life, I guess, apparently. Yeah. Injuries are not fun, they suck, but it's just part of life, and there's always ways to get through it. If you want to see some tips, you can check out this video up here. I just go through what helped me, and hopefully it helps you too. But with that being said, I hope you guys all have a great day or night wherever you are, and I hope this video kind of cheers you up if you're also injured, and hopefully my injuries also go away completely. Goodbye.